feared for the power of her mind, worried about what she could find. Hello Gemini, this is a timeless reading. Your reading starts with the card Lust, followed by Integrity, then Open, Irresponsibility, New, and Ignorance. And with the Lust card, whether you're a man or a woman, there I feel like you will realize something about toxic femininity and toxic obsession with looks or so-called beauty. There is something that you will cut out. There is an inner integrity arising within you that will automatically block off these energies. You will not this is not a trap for you, whether you're a man or a woman. You know, we can all be seduced by this exaggerated, weird body obsession. You know, men then can feel seduced by it. Women can admire it in other ways and they want to be like that. Or there's something about that here that you will cut out. I feel very drawn to the sword. I mean, the card says integrity, and yes, there is an integrity. I feel like you already had this integrity before, but maybe you sometimes felt triggered or insecure by certain images, by certain things here. But this will end. The sword is very, even though there's just a tiny piece of the sword here in the picture, I feel like this is the most important part here in your reading, at least. Like, there is a very fierce cutting off of something, making something very powerless, not letting it affect or touch you or, you know, hold on to your energies. There is no entanglement here. We have the card Open. I feel like there is something very innocent and romantic coming in for you. If it's not there already, then yes, it could come in. If it's there already, then it might deepen. Could even be a friendship turning into a relationship. This is very innocent love. This is very innocent romantic that has nothing to do with lust. I'm not saying that there is no, you know, physical attraction, but it's not this kind of toxic garbage here. And it has nothing to do with looks. I'm also not saying that the other person is not, in your eyes, good looking or, you know, physically appealing, but it's not about that. Maybe, I hope you're getting what I mean. We have irresponsibility here below the Lust card, and I think that's pretty obvious. Also, you might realize that several people around you, in your family or in your friend circle, they have relationships based on lust, and often as soon as a couple who gets together due to this kind of energy, they have a child and then they immediately lose interest in each other. Then it's either the man looking for another woman because he already fertilized this one, then it seems to be a biological reaction. Then they have to pick out a new one because they want to, I don't know, put their semen wherever they go. Some people are like that. And women can also be this way. They become bored after they got pregnant and then they cheat on this guy and look for another one. And this is the lowest, I know. I don't like talking about these things, but it's coming up in your reading. There is a realization about that. Could even be that you realize that you thought some of your friends, maybe a couple in your friend circle, they were different. They were nice people, but you realize they are also quite irresponsible and immature. There is something important here about that you will learn, that you will face. New, this card feels very open. There is a lot of newness on all levels. There is a new relationship. There is a new mindset. There are new realizations. There are new friends. There could even be a new job. Everything feels quite new. I feel like you're experiencing some kind of rebirth. It could also be that you are purchasing something new. Maybe you have worn something out and it was very hard for you to throw it away, even though you knew this object is almost dead. It is worn out. You should, maybe it was financial reasons why you didn't want to throw it away and you thought you could still use it or wear it. Or if it's not for financial reasons, then maybe you have some kind of emotional attachment to something that you own. But I feel like it's time to throw it out and get something new here, and you will realize that as well. And you might also realize that if it's an emotional attachment that you have to whatever this object is, it is an unhealthy emotional attachment. Maybe even it has some memories attached to some kind of irresponsible people that you anyway don't want to have in your life anymore. And you also have the ignorance card, and the previous reading also had this card. And I feel like, I have a chaos card in my deck, but the ignorance card, it also portrays chaos, apocalypse, war. It also is a similar energy to the irresponsibility card. Like people closing their eyes, not wanting to see the reality around them or the signs of what is soon happening on Earth, what is already happening on a smaller scale, but it will increase, and many people are ignoring all of this. They want to stay in their naive, toxic positivity. But there is something here that you will realize. You might even realize the spiritual significance of something that is happening either in your environment or just in general on Earth. We have abundance here at the bottom of the deck, blessing, white magic, and flow. So this, and birth. And I told you already, I get this energy of rebirth here with the new card, and this is a confirmation. You might also feel physically much healthier. You might be more focused, feeling more alert. With the flow card, blessing, white magic, and abundance, I feel like, as I also said with the new card, like there's a renewal in all areas of your life, and it feels like things are moving and playing out smoothly without any huge hindrances. Maybe for a long time you were tapping in the dark. Maybe you also put a lot of effort into things and they just didn't work out, even though you were very persistent. Sometimes we are very persistent working on something even for several years, and it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work, even though we are passionate and competent. It feels like we are unlucky, like we are cursed. But there is the opposite of a curse. It's white magic. It's a blessing that brings in abundance and makes things flow again smoothly and in peace. Let me see. We have ego here and win. I feel like there is a victory as well. This already is a victory, but there is on top of that a huge victory coming in over a group of people that you either recently withdrew from or withdrew from several years ago, but whenever you were stalking them, watching what they are doing in their lives on the internet, you might be disappointed that such people who do such terrible things to other people, that they can still get away with it and have their nice little lives. But I feel like there's a turning point here, some kind of victory that you might experience soon. I'm going to leave it here. Thank you for watching.